What's up, X-Fam? Xraypc here, and back to making my regularly scheduled uploads. I've been feeling under the weather lately, but that is pretty much should be hopefully gone now. So we're gonna start with a season one tier list video. Kind of glad I was like under the weather because I was gonna make this probably a day after the season came out. Then I was like, you know what, let me do it like a week after. All right, now it's been a good bit after, and I kind of wanted it to be a good bit after because it takes a long time for you to really understand the meta. Like still thought Adam Warlock was still going to be like top three best healers. I knew that like Cloak and Dagger was going to be in the top three for me, but I didn't think like Adam Warlock would fall so far down the list of healers in like scrim play, tournaments, ranked, even like casual play. I mean, like casual play, he wasn't really used as much anyways because people like did not understand how to like actually do astronomical amounts of damage with him. But people saw in the tournament how good he did, so people were trying to use him in season one, and then he just did not compare. Like you would rather have a Loki Cloak and Dagger or Loki Luna, whatever. All the new characters came out, Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic. They're both fantastic. And you'll see here in this tier list why, but oh my goodness, they are so strong. And I think obviously Mr. Fantastic is not as strong as Invisible Woman. She's just purely just way stronger and more in pretty much every map, every comp. Like she could be using everything. Mr. Fantastic is more niche for sure, but I think he's still really strong. And the people who are like downplaying him are now realizing all those people who are like secretly one tricking him on all alt accounts and then going back to the mains and then or like playing him all day in quick match and conquest and getting him to Lord and just learning the hell out of him and then playing on their mains. There's people who are like learning real quick why Mr. Fantastic's annoying. Those like dude, this guy like I'll give him credit where it's due. Butt Cruncher 17. This dude gets Mr. Fantastic banned a lot. And it's so funny to me. Like everyone's like, Mr. Fantastic's terrible, and it's like if you pick him, like right, it would be an insta lose. So why are you banning his Mr. Fantastic? Obviously, Mr. Fantastic's super new, and this dude was like Eternity or something last season. So you would think that he could play other characters, and he could totally play other characters. He's lowered on like another character. So it's like, why even ban it if it's not a problem? But they keep losing to it, so they ban it. So it's like, I don't know, is he that bad? If he's so bad, why would you ban it? Just saying. But so let's continue with the tier list here. We're gonna start with strategists, then tanks, then all the duelists. Let's start with strategists. I think Adam Warlock is a solid like B tier character right now. I don't think he needs any buffs, nerfs. I don't think you need to nerf his damage. His healing is never nowhere close to the main healers. And even like his healing is not really close to like the off healers. Like Rock Raccoon's an off healer, and then Shark, but I feel like I can always get more healing on both of them. And Shark can get just as much damage if you know how to play him, and doesn't die. Both these characters just don't die. Like if you play dive against them, you're never gonna kill them really, if they're good. And Shark's ult is literally just a team ender, like a team fight. Like it literally just on the maps he's good on. Like any map where you could eat somebody and then run them over and throw them off the map. Or people get really good and combo with his ult, like eat everybody, and then you have a Scarlet Witch that people will just figure out is like actually really good now after the buff. People are actually, dude. I played some Scarlet Witch one tricks, and man, dude, Scarlet Witch Magneto is so strong. And now imagine like a Scarlet Witch popping ult, and you just eat him with Shark, and then right when it's about to blow up, you just throw him into it, boom. And it's like that combo is always good, but people didn't try it before because it was just hard to pull off because Scarlet Witch wasn't as good base kit. But now she actually does annoying amounts of damage, and then Magneto Sword literally 3 taps every squishy in the game. So yeah. Because of that, I think Shark. I'm gonna put Shark above Adam Warlock at A. It's like, okay, so it's hard. I'm gonna put him in B because in the maps he's good on because he also got a healing buff. He did get his ult nerfs. He can't grab people like super high in the air. So I'll put him like right here. He does like a great amount of healing if you know how to land his bubbles. If you know how to use his bubbles right, and if your team plays around him right. And if you use like a Luna Snow with him, so he gets that extra team up, that Luna Snow team up is really strong. And Luna Snow Namor is obviously insanely strong, especially for anti-dive. But like you could pressure out healers so easy with him. Like you could literally just sneak up on people and just play with your flanker and play like and just dominate people. And you could literally be like a 3-3 comp in a sense of Shark, deep like flanky DPS, off tank that pushes a lot, like Thor or flank tank. And or you can go like play them with the entire team and just heal the entire team in a sense like an Invisible Woman. Like they both kind of play the exact same. I wouldn't use Invisible Woman and Shark, because I think they kind of do the kind of same role. Like, you aren't really picking Shark to be the main healer. You have like Luna Snow, Cloak and Dagger for that. But if you want, like, maybe Luna Snow's banned, but you could still use Shark as his best map, Cloak and Dagger. Her ult is better than Luna Snow's, and the only reason sometimes it's not if his Magneto's in there. But if you really want, you could ban Magneto because he also kind of counters Shark. And so you could pull off, because he could just ult up in the air and one-shot Shark when he eats his team. Or you could ult up in the air and one-shot Cloak and Dagger. So it's like you would ban Magneto, and he can bubble. And so he could, like, maybe he's out of it, the ult, and he could bubble who's in it, and maybe that person can help kill the Shark. Or you could bubble yourself because the Shark's trying to kill the tanks, usually, with it, and then it runs off the map. So you save yourself, and then he kills nothing, and then you just kill him. So there's like multiple ways you could do it. Usually I think he would just bubble someone and then pop ulti and then fly in the air. That's usually what he would do. And so that, obviously, you would just, in ranked, diamond and up, you just ban your biggest counters for him, and that's it. And then his damage, you could 4-tap, I think 275 in health downed characters. Let's show you here. I'll just show you guys in practice range for these. I'm not editing this video in any way, shape, or fashion. I'm sorry. This is going to be way too long, and I have to pay for the compression thing, and that's impossible right now, so I'm not doing that. Okay, no. With the team up, it's 4 hitting. 250, it 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 damage fall off as well. Let's see. Where's the team at? And you have no damage fall off at all in the AoE. So there's damage fall off only on your AoE. But if you shoot it from across the map, you have no damage fall off. Okay, now watch. I fucked up. Hold on. Okay, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, 4 in a row.
I think 300s, they die as well. I'm trying to remember 300. I think it's Black Panther. Because they buffed Wolverine's health. 1, 2, 3, 4. It leaves him barely, and then you just do like this. People don't know how to mix in his auto attacks. Like, you can literally just kind of mix in like that as well. Also, he has a different auto attack in the air. And his auto attack, or his melee attack, is pretty far range. I'm hitting him this far. It's secretly a long range.
Wow, 4 in a row.
But yeah, if you like 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
I think if you're going backwards, it's more damage as well. Hold on. It might be like a little bit more damage. Let's see the next character, Luna Snow, obviously still S tier. She's definitely on like the bottom of S tier now. I think Invisible Woman and Cloak and Dagger are better characters, but I think because of the overall utility, and then also because they nerfed her healing ult, you could literally kill anybody or even her in her healing ult. It's actually crazy. Like a Punisher Z can insta-kill her in her ult now. Like, it's actually, like, before it was literally impossible. The only character who could kill her before was a Punisher with a Mantis boost and a Rocket boost when the ult, and then him popping ult. That was the only way to kill Luna Snow in her ult, and you had to hit all headshots. Now you could literally just hit all body shots and with a Rocket ult, and you could kill her with the Rocket ult, Punisher ult, or you had to hit all headshots with the Rocket, or just use a shotgun, and you could put the boost, the infinite ammo with the shotgun with the ult, and then you just melt her. So that's a cool thing. I like all healing ults except for Cloak and Daggers. If she does multiple lines on the same spot, you pretty much can't kill anyone. I think it's like 3 lines for sure you can't kill anyone. 4 lines, impossible. 2 lines, you still have a chance depending on how much damage or things you're doing. Like if you're just hitting all headshots with a shotgun and they're just not moving. 1 line, it's only 220 healing like Mantis is, so obviously you can kill. Hers is 250. Her and Cloak and Daggers 1 line are 220. So obviously you can kill. Invisible Woman's like 160, so you could kill through all those. Yeah. Her freeze still strong. It's like a range. It's just kind of hard to hit. If you get used to it though, you can hit a lot. Her damage really insane. If you hit headshots, it just nukes people. Boom, boom. Like literally, you could destroy everyone with Luna Snow. People, look at that. Look at that. 300 health target. 2 headshots, 2 full headshots, and a body shot. I didn't hit the 2 full headshots because his body's moving. Hold on. 1 headshot, 2 headshot, body shot.
Wow.
So
4
like
in a row.
literally Luna Stone Mantis can literally destroy. Oh here, let's show you another Luna Stone. So if you're fighting like another healer,
5. That's
or let's say you're fighting, let's say like a Hella's diving you, right? They want to kill the healer. Look at that. Look at that. Let me do that. I think your shift does less damage because you can't headshot with it. Yeah, it doesn't.
unbelievable.
I put you on ice.
And so it takes more shots. It takes 4 body shots. And if you use your shift, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you shoot through, you could damage people and heal people at the same time. So obviously if you did this, it's a burst gun, so as long as you hit all your shots, you're good. Your freeze, this is how it goes, and then you have to time it, and then
Snowball fight.
you want to learn the timing of it. Also, it does damage. You could kill with that, by the way.
Freeze.
And obviously your mark, if you put it on someone, you get increased healing on that target. So you can burst heal people, you could heal different people at the same time, so you can have, in a sense, AoE healing. So she's still really good. They just nerfed her ult, so you can't use it, like, you can't just spam it. You can't get the disco show anymore. I think Loki's S tier. I think his kit is just too strong. He does way too much damage. He has the ruin. Obviously, he's just ahead of her. Loki can be used with Cloak and Dagger, him, or any other main healer that gets added to the game. You don't want to use Loki, Raccoon, or Loki, Adam Warlock unless you kind of have to. Like right now, a lot of people are banning Cloak and Dagger and Luna, so then the only options left are Mantis and Invisible Woman. Some games have had Cloak and Dagger, Invisible Woman, and Luna banned. So then you only have Loki, Mantis, Adam Warlock, Raccoon, Shark. If you really need to, if you're like, man, I just suck at Mantis, but you have a god tier Loki and a god tier Adam Warlock, you can make that work, and then your Loki just has to constantly copy their Mantis. It just sucks if they have Mantis and Loki, because both can do a ton of damage, and Loki does insane healing, but your team has to play a certain way. Like Luna Snow, you could be like flicking all over the place and healing people, put a mark on somebody, heal over here, you know? But Loki's like, everyone has to be here. Like, I can do this, and just heal you to full instantly. I think my clones do the exact same amount of damage I'm doing. And healing. It's either, yeah, I'm pretty sure they do the same exact amount.
That's 3.
Also, he's pure AoE, by the way. They made it so he doesn't have to direct anymore. So as long as you're like within their feet, you can literally just shoot their feet now. You don't have to actually hit their person. Whether you shoot their feet or their like actual feet or their body, you're doing the same amount. There's damage fall off, so obviously if you're like way over here missing the target, it's gonna take way more shots. But if you're doing this or right there, then it doesn't matter. And so yeah, he has like AoE healing and stuff. You have your ruins, which is makes you immune to Psylocke ult, Starlord ult, and Psylocke ult has, I think Psylocke can target these clones as well. So I think just standing next to the clone should help you as well. I think Starlord actually shoots the clones as well, so if you can kind of like use your clones as body blocks. So you can kind of like use this to get around the wall. Like sometimes Starlord's thing will target this, and you can kind of get around the wall. You have an invisibility, which can save you. He could teleport to these things. You could use that to get the high grounds. You could use that to like have good positioning on your clones. So it's like the person's like destroying you like this, and then out of nowhere he's like, boom, he's just teleporting all over the map, boom. Obviously it's not that short of a cooldown, but it just makes it hard to kill him. And then if he gets low, like watch.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me.
There's an annoying thing, it's like you're pushing him, and then he just shapeshifts, full health again. And he can literally just go crazy, insta gets ult.
Double KO.
When I run, they fall.
I thought you can cancel this. I guess you can.
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
Also, cool thing I found out, if you're Hello,
Queen of Hell.
if you're playing Loki, copy Hello, and then you kill someone, and that after effect explosion is about to pop, and then kill someone when you die, because Hela's team up, you still, in a sense, have the Hela team up as Loki, because you have the Hela on your team, and then you literally revive yourself, bro. It's actually so cool. You literally revive yourself because of the explosion, because you copied Hela. It's so cool. I think it's so cool. Let's see. Next character, I'll just move on. Invisible Woman, S tier. Think she's better than her. I don't think she's better than Loki, because Loki by himself already counters some of the best characters in the game. But I think she also counters some of the best characters in the game. She counters Dive and Brawl. But she can also counter Poke characters. Like, she's the Poke character on the high ground, and then she's pulling them into your team. It's you're gonna be playing more of this character more with flyers and Brawl comp, not really flankers. Flankers are like flying through the air like this, boom, and land, and you're trying to spam these shields on them the whole time, right?
A little
And
help, please.
your shield will like stay in the air. So like it'll be like over there, and then see how it stays there? It doesn't move. It like once it gets
Now I
placed,
see
it's a
them.
place where they're currently standing. So if they're like flankers, they're like flying through the air like that, like Spider-Man's. Like you're doing this right click and it's not working, and also your left click's just like projectile that only goes a certain distance and comes boomerangs back where it came from. So like you can't even like turn and then like make it go through his body, like Psylocke thing. It just goes like this, and whether you turn around or not, it's just gonna keep doing that. So that kind of sucks. Mainly you want to try to make use of this and like shooting through people. You have her slow and stuff. It pulls people in as well, and against flyers it can yank them down to the bottom of where the slow is. So you put it like this, where that bottom is, they'll like literally get sucked to the ground and they can't really do anything. So if you perfectly do it, it's like right here, I think. No, like that. So as long as this circle's still touching the ground, they straight up can't do anything until they leave the circle, and it should be majority of it. They want to be stuck in the majority of it so that they have to walk a good distance to get out of it. And even if they try to get out of it, if you get close enough, you can kind of like suck them back down into it, and then they're stuck forever, and they can just kill them, and you can just melee them to death. Oh yeah, her melee is a boop, so you could literally do that and then save it for a little bit and boop. Sometimes I've been doing this to knock people off the map. It's like 1, 2, do boop, boop, and then knock people off the map like crazy.
You forced my hand.
I might be able to show you if I do it at a certain angle. So let's say they're like right here, and I'm like 1, 2, boop, boop. And see how I knocked them further than if I just do this? So I knocked him like way over there when I actually did the double boop. But you have to wait a second. Let them get a little bit of airtime and then do it. So boom, boom, boop, boop. And you knock them so much further than they thought they would get knocked. And you can literally do this preemptively and then walk up and then this. So you literally do, most of the time, I literally have a clip and then I knock a Groot off the map. And that was just base E. I just double jumped and it E. But yeah, you could literally just go walk up to him, boop, boop. And literally knock him. So like literally, she landed here before, dude. That could literally, sometimes they land just on the edge, and then you're like, come on, and you're kind of in a position where you die. But now you can literally just melee, and then that's it. Also, your AoE heal low makes them invisible, and they get slowed on this part right here, so they get slowed every time they do this. So yeah, 55% slow is pretty massive. Cloak and Dagger, broken, top of S tier, I think. She's probably the best character in the entire game right now. Her healing is just insane. Her damage can be insane. Her blind also makes them take 20% more damage. Her heals are straight auto tracking, left clicks. People thought she was like the worst healer in the game for some reason, like even worse than Rocket. And the people who thought that then lost the tournament. To the dudes who abused it. Like, let's say, I think it's man, what's their team name?
Get ready. Here come the bad guys.
Oh my god, Mutants. There you go. Mutants with Delana, SJP, Vinny, whatever, TTK, all that. They pretty much just played Loki, Cloak and Dagger, or Luna, Cloak and Dagger, and stomped everyone. She just does like insane healing. The bubble is a 12-second cooldown now instead of 15, and her ult has 1 extra line. So now you can just do 1, 2, 3, and while I'm doing all this, the first one's ticking down. By the way, it starts ticking down as soon as the first line goes down, and that's 20 seconds on the same spot that you're getting 220 seconds of healing. Then it keeps stacking, by the way. It's literally going 220 plus 220 plus 220 plus 220. So you could do in a big square, you could do a straight line all the way across. You could do all in the same spot. You could do like 1 line, then 1 more line to get into the point, and then do 1 more line, and do one more line and stay in the fight, or you could do, and make sure you always do this, and then 1, 2, 3, and then like do one to like kind of like play a different distance and like do this. You can kind of bob and weave, stay in here longer, and then just know that this is like another path you can play on. And always remember, like, you gotta watch for her where she's going, by the way. You can do all this and then just go. With the other one I was saying is like, so you want to go like 1. Oh, whoops. In a sense, you want to do one to like run away. Like you would do like 3 in the same spot and then the one to fall backwards to. So that final one to fall backwards to is the one that you play on the most. So you as a healer are playing back here unless they have ults and stuff. Or you play on the triple and then fall back to that one. Because you don't want to end further into them. You never want to end it like on top of them. That's when Cloak and Daggers die, and that's why people don't understand Cloak and Dagger. You have to utilize your cooldowns right, or else you're just always gonna die. People don't even use her blind right. They just throw her blind out for no reason. Like they'll just be like, I blinded these guys a mile away from us. I blind them a mile away from us. It's like, no, you want to blind them, and then insta. They take 20% from not just you, by the way. Your entire team does 20% more damage to this target. So now imagine if you have a rocket ult, and then you literally just made this person take 20% more damage. Rocket ult, and this is on a normal cooldown. Rocket ult makes everyone do 40% more, and then you just made that person take 20% more. They literally insta-die. Even if it's a tank, I've literally instantly killed, as a team, we have insta-killed a Hulk in ult before. So, just saying. Like a Rocket Z with ult, you blind the Hulk, he insta-dies with that shotgun. He insta-dies, bro. And she does good damage, and her purple or cloak form makes her do like tracking damage. She can just track them with like a beam that just can't miss. Yeah, I think Rocket is definitely. I think he's A tier. I don't think he could be higher. His ult is just a teamwork ult. Like if they don't utilize the damage increase, I mean it doesn't matter. His damage is great at 5 meters. For some reason, they don't want to give this guy more than 5 meters of damage fall off. At 5 meters, I insta-kill people. At, let's say like over here, so the same guy. Way longer to kill. But his healing got buffed by 10 extra healing a second, so instead of 70, it's 80 now. And his team up is now 5 seconds left cooldown, so. I definitely probably going to be practicing this guy a lot because I think Rocket Z is just so strong, and the Punisher buff to him, he made him more accurate, is just so strong that it makes up for the character not having a proper like ult comparatively. And if you just ban like Luna Snow and like even like they banned like Cloak and Dagger, I think, or like let's say in like tournament, like you save Cloak and Dagger, they ban Luna, and then you ban like Invisible Woman. I think having Rocket is still really strong. They might go Loki, Cloak and Dagger, but I think, or you could save like Luna and then have Rocket. I think like Luna Rocket or Cloak and Dagger Rocket, and then your like Rocket just throws this thing down and your Punisher just pops ulti. I don't care who it is. I think they just die. I don't think really anyone can survive Punisher ult or Punisher Z anymore. Like unless that Cloak and Dagger pops 4 ults in the same spot, all headshots on my Punisher ult with that boost actually just kills everything. I literally don't think anyone could survive that. And there's triple healer now, so everyone just plays triple healer anyway. So as a third healer, I think Rocket is actually insanely strong. Just because he gives that entire team the damage boost they need to win the fight, and then you still have 2 healer ults. Like imagine like both the broken healers are banned, like Luna and Cloak and Dagger. You have like Mantis, Invis, and like Rocket. Like I don't know, I think that's really strong. I mean, Mantis is giving the DPS and herself a damage buff, and then you pop your Rocket ult. I just think that's insanely strong. I think that people just aren't utilizing like his ult right. You know what I mean? I like, as much as I get mad about having a Rocket on my team, the reason why I get mad about having Rockets on my team is they don't know how to throw their res correctly. They don't know how to survive correctly. They do like 200 damage a game. They don't even know how to 1v1 anyone in the game. Like I've seen Rockets still do like 12k, 15k damage. They'll have like 6 final hits, but they'll still have like 35 to 40, 55k healing. You know what I mean? But I've seen like 2 Rockets do that. I've seen Rockets who can like perfectly know to when to flank with their Punisher to get a perfect Z, and then when to come back and then start spam healing their team because they have an AoE heal. I've seen them have the best ults where like every single time I hear a rocket ult pop, I think, okay, whatever, you know, we'll just pop a Luna ult, we'll just like kill him, right? And then we'll all get wiped by just a Punisher or Z. Because he popped it at the premium time to use it and we just got all wiped. Like you could usually use your rocket ult with the Luna ult and it won't matter because you're just increasing damage. And then the Luna could pop her damage increase as well. And you actually get destroyed because it's additive increases, by the way. It's not like there's no diminishing returns. If a Luna pops her 40%, so when she swaps to DPS mode, it's 40% damage increase. That's why she's really strong as well. She could heal 250 healing a second. Or she gets a damage increase. The damage increase 40% and your ult 40% stacks so hard. A Hawkeye could do like 80% of your entire health bar as a tank. Like a ult can lose 80% of his health bar with one headshot. Now imagine a Punisher Z rocket with the Luna ulting to save the team, and your Punisher Z is just literally running it down with a shotgun, insta-killing everybody on the team, or just hitting all freaking body shots or something. You know what I mean? Or any character in the game, really. Bucky's broken with it. Like Bucky's so strong right now that it's like good Buckies are dominating every lobby and can't be stopped. And with the Punisher Z, they're like even more unstoppable. So I think, I mean a Rocket Z. So I think Rocket in the right hands can be S tier because he literally can't die as well. And with the right bands. I think at low ranks, it's a toss-up. It just depends how good your team-up person is. Like, if you have a Punisher or a Bucky who are just the best players in the game, you'll probably win every lobby. And this is why he has such a high win rate, is because it's not that they just pick him and then they just win. It's that they're playing with a broken duo who's like a really good, solid Punisher, a really good, solid Bucky, and they just dominate lobbies. That's why he has an insanely high win rate and a really high pick rate. And low ranks love Punisher, especially after that buff. Control players and... really just good hit scan players love Punisher. Mantis is definitely better than Adam, better than Jeff. I think she's in balance right now. I think Mantis, her heal ult is definitely the worst in a sense of, okay, Invisible Woman's slows by 55%, blinds everyone from the outside, so characters that need to target things can't target. Like, she can't auto track people inside. These guys just can't see anyone, so I'm healing, but I can't see where and how. Maybe if my entire team's on the left side of it, and I'm just throwing it in right in the middle, I'm not healing anyone. So then I have to run into the ult to heal people, or beg my team to leave it. And obviously, sometimes you have people who don't want to use comms, they turn it off, or they just don't listen. So they're like, please back out of the ult. I cannot see you, and then they just like stay in it and die. And they're wondering why they can't kill anyone. One, it's only 160 healing a second. It's 60 less than Mantis's in her one line, and it's like 90 less than hers. So it's like, obviously they should still be able to die if you can kill through a Luna ult. You can even kill through a double line of cloaks if they have ults. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, her damage increase is still good. Her ult's obviously still good. It's just not as good if these guys are on the table. Like, there's Luna Cloak and Dagger, Luna Loki, Cloak and Dagger Loki, or like Cloak and Dagger Invisible Woman, or like any of these combinations of healers. You just don't compare as a character to any of these characters. Like Adam Warlock Mantis used to be like S tier combo, broken as hell. The only thing I compared to obviously was like Loki Luna, or Loki Cloak and Dagger if you knew how to play it. But that was like, you had to be a really good Loki and a really good Cloak and Luna or Cloak and Dagger to compare it to these two. But after all the balance changes and after she got her buffs and her nurse and everything, even though she's still got her nurse, she's still just better than her. Like, her sleep's broken. I think that's the best thing about her kit other than her damage buff. But everything else about her kit, her healing is kind of subpar. She just has healing over time, and it's not even that much healing. So you'll always never compare to these guys in healing, and you'll never compare to these guys in their utility comparatively. So I don't know. I think she's just solid. I don't think she'll ever get a nerf, but I don't think she'll get a buff comparatively anytime soon as well. Also, they nerfed her movement speed by passive as well, by the way, so.
More bad guys. Just what we need.
Let's see. Okay, so that's all the healers. Wait, what the heck? Put down there. Alright, let's do the tanks. Strange, I think, is still top, like, in S tier, but he's definitely not, like, the number one or number two character in the whole game. I think he's definitely, like, bottom S tier with her now, in a sense. I don't think there's a tank better than him. Magneto is close, because Magneto one shots Cloak and Dagger in her ult, and Cloak and Dagger is the best healer or best character in the entire game. So I'm gonna put these guys in S tier respectively at the bottom. I think he's better right now. You could bubble your Cloak and Dagger from the Magneto, and you could one-shot the Cloak and Dagger. Her ult lasts the longest of all healer ults, and is just the most broken. So, and you can one-shot Luna in her ult, and you could destroy, like, anybody. You could, obviously, if he copies Cloak and Dagger, you can one-shot Loki in his ult, in a sense. So, respectively, I think Magneto's better. I think Magneto might get more consistent damage now. I think, like, there's not really much to say in, like, Strange. I think his fall-off hurt him a lot. You could see the bad strangers from the good strangers now. I don't think there's like a Doctor Strange that is just gonna hard dominate lobbies unless they're actually good at the game. If they're genuinely super good at the game, he's like top of S tier. But if they're just like a player that is like, freak, man, I'm just forced to tank, I guess I'll play Strange. They're like right here, right? So it's like I put him in like bottom of S tier because like if they're just like terrible at the game, he's like top of A. He's just good enough to shield and stop damage, and he might only get like 3 final hits. But like if he like the best strangers are still getting like 15, 20 final hits, you know what I mean? So they're getting like triple man ults and insta killing all 3. If you watch like the TTK kid or something like that, they're like getting like crazy ult still, like instantaneously killing both your supports. Or they're like people I mean obviously it's easy to see him coming now, and people are getting to learn it and learning the pop, like be ready to shield his teammates. They don't overextend anymore, and they can just shield it off as both Magneto and him, or like Loki gets his runes ready, or healers pop their ult like fast enough, whatever. And his left click is still kind of hard to use. His portal is, you have to get more creative with his portals now. Like people figured out most of the portals. Sorry, I need to drink water. Holy dang, I've been yapping. This is why I don't edit these, man. I mean, these are the yappy videos. Holy. Oh, and his shift, I mean, it just throws you straight up in the air, but you could cancel it in a way that you get momentum. So let's do. Oh yeah, and I didn't show you guys her damage, but it's like, yeah. And then obviously 250 HP, but I'll show you her boost and damage. All right, so so Strange now. I'll show you this. So now it leaves you with like that much health, when before. Oh my gosh. I forgot I have infinite cooldown on, so bugged out. Okay.
That's amazing.
Okay. If you're close, it does over half her health, and if you're too far, it would do under half her health. So it's like, I think it does like 40 or 50 less damage, or it's like something like 30, 40 or 50 less damage. It does 70% of the damage, so 30% off. It does 30% less damage at max radius, which is like over here. So if you're like over here, it's only gonna do 70% of what damage it should have been doing. So like that close, obviously it's like. So now it's really rewarding you for being one at 95 to like 100 charge, and being up on the target like that. If you aren't that close, you're probably never gonna kill people, and it's gonna stop people from doing this, and then somebody way over here is dying instantaneously. Like being this far from someone, and being this far from the Strange and dying. Like, dude, he was literally doing this. That's it. He was doing this and insta-killing literally everybody, like above to left, right, this way, down. Like he was getting pentakills, bro. He was literally just like, let's do that so I have it long enough. And then like he was doing this, and then doing this, and then doing this, and then literally hitting the entire team and doing that. Like that was dumb. You can still do that, but you have to be like, you can't, you have to do this. Wait, shoot. What the heck? Cancel it. What the? You can't cancel it. Okay, whatever. You gotta be like this far from the ground. Let's see. Oh, the Magneto. I'll show you guys a Mag Sword team up because people don't understand when I say what. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, remember that.
Was that truly your best?
All right. No damage fall off on this, by the way. 0 damage fall off. And people just keep thinking that Scarlet Witch is the worst character in the game, and then they get dominated by Scarlet Witch one tricks now. They're like, just actually go to the game, like not bad at the game. 1, 2, 3. And you can animation cancel it if you want. 1, 2. It's just as fast, really, if you just do 3 swings, I think. It might save like 0.2 seconds, which could make or break you getting a kill, though. But yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. Damn near impossible to miss if you're this close. If you're far away, it's literally not that hard to hit, but yeah. I just hit that guy with the AoE right there. 1, 2, 3. And these are 250 health, right? So let's go. I'm gonna show you. I mean, Luna Snow is 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. Black Panther 300 health. 1, 2, 3. And then right click. So use the animation cancel. 1, 2, 3. Guard animation cancel. Boom. You can kill the Black Panther. And I think here's Wolverine. Oh, let me do Mr. Fantastic because he doesn't have that stupid passive. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Wait. The heck? Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Animation cancel. So you get literally 3, in a sense, 3 hit. Even a 350 health DPS. Now, if you do this to a tank, okay, he has the most health. So to be realistic, say like Captain America. What the heck? That's a cooldown. 1, 2, 3, boom. All right. So a 650, or I think it's 675 now. Half of his health. Let's say you're going against Hulk. 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, then there's a long duration. You animation cancel that with your right click. Well, Hulk is actually one of the good tanks right now. Let's say like Venom. He's like really annoying. 1, 2, 3, boom. Half his health. Almost, literally like maybe 49% of his HP bar. It's like, it's either exactly half or almost half. And that's really, I mean, like, you by yourself doing half of his HP. And it's AoE, by the way. It's, look at me, like, missing, and I'm hitting him. I'm straight up missing him, but I'm hitting him. So. It's really good for, like, cleaving, like, annoying dives.
Beware my might.
Let's see. Penny. Let's do some of these kind of fast. Let's do the ones where I'm like, okay, I can put these pretty quick. So let's do this one and this one. I think Penny is still... I think because of Brawl meta and Dive meta being way more prevalent now, like they're kind of like the best comps right now compared to what Poke meta was. Because Hawkeye and Hela got nerfed. Hela's still good, but Hawkeye is non-existent. Black Widow's better. And I've seen a lot more good Black Widows, but I haven't seen enough to be like, okay, like Black Widow, like Hela is just dominant right now or something. But I've definitely been against a really annoying Black Widows. And like Black Widow Namor, like Namor's really strong. I think Namor's super broken right now. I don't know, maybe if Poke meta comes back, like she'll go down. I think against Poke meta, she's like B, and I think against like a Brawly Dive meta, she's like A tier. Do I think she's better than Rocket? I think she's worse than Rocket, but just because of her ult. The only thing that I think that holds her back is her ult. Her ult gives you 450 extra HP and shielding, but her mines still destroy and like in damage, 100 damage. She still does like, she still has 650 HP. She still has her healing. You can still like extend your webbing that people don't understand the tech of.
I'm counting on you, friends.
So like literally up here, you see how the webbing's up here? I could do this and this. I showed this in my 111k view penny guide, but watch how this works.
Way to go, spider!
Watch how the spiders will come up here, son. Ah, this guy ruined it. You ruined it.
Double KO! That's 3!
There you go.
Spiders get the job done.
So she can hold angles if she wants. You can move it constantly. You don't have to like do anything special.
Here comes
So,
trouble!
and she, if you know how to use your mines right, you could like destroy anybody in the game. You could be mixing your mines in with your autos. It's easier to just keep doing this.
Done! KO! Good job, spiders!
If you know to like, because it's like, it's harder to be like this. You're doing less damage with an auto attack in between than if you're literally just meleeing, if you have a lot of mines. Like, obviously, this is a really big health target, so you're actually not really seeing, like, let's say, obviously, you just play, like, who you're probably going against. Like a Black Panther, right? Oh, my. Cooldown. Alright. Boom.
This is gonna hurt. No hard feelings.
So people don't understand. And you're probably getting dove, like, your healer's getting dove in the nest, and you would probably kill him in the nest like that.
Here comes trouble.
Obviously, when your nests are here, shooting the freaking traps down there. I was like, why is that only, like, once in a while, like, one mine shooting down here? You gotta be careful of that, where you position it. See how some mines are way down here? That's, like, the weird thing about her. That's why she's just super hard to understand. Like, she's all about positioning and holding choke points. Offense, you can use her, but you have to be really good at positioning on her. And then, let's see, Thor, oh, no, not S tier. Thor's, like, top of B tier as well. I think he's better than Mantis. But he's definitely not, like, he used to be C tier, D tier to me. His ult was just cancelable, and then his kit was, like, pretty good, but it wasn't good enough to make up for his horrible ult. Her ult was actually usable, and gave her, like, 450 shielding. He had no shielding on his ult. Thor is literally, like, definitely the hardest thing in the game. Like, all of your survivability comes from throwing your abilities. Oh, wait. You actually have to lose Thor Force. Okay, so from losing hammers, you, obviously from using your abilities, you get shielding. So now you can get up to 825 HP before you tank hits. And obviously, if you're tanking damage, in a sense, you're, like, getting effective HP. Like, if you're sitting, if you're over health, if you're max health and sitting in your penny webs, you'll get a shielding. So it's like this, and you're losing HP, and then you're like, and you keep getting HP, then you're like, and then do this to get your Thor Force back every time you use an ability. And then, so, like, you pretty much have to be like this on people. This, aka why he's really good with Storm, because she gets to stay in movement speed mode and literally allow Thor to stick to targets way easier. Meaning he's constantly making space for her, and she can just, and then now he can just go into his form way easier and just start destroying everyone's health bar. And if they're super low all the time, Storm can just pick people off a lot. These two are like a perfect combo. You don't have to go Captain America as well if you want, but I think Captain America, Thor, Storm is way too strong. People are starting to learn it now. I've been going into it so much, and it's so annoying. His ulti makes you CC immune in the air now and does 230 on landing, 40 damage a tick every time it ticks, so you can destroy every squishy in the game with it. You could literally, like, just charge this, dash in, and then pop ult, and you most likely will kill that support. And you want to dash in with it as well, by the way, because you want to get the shielding to go up in the air to tank a little bit of extra damage. You'll get 100 shielding. So if you'll go like this, when you full charge, you get max damage, and then boom, boom. Also, when you use your ult, you want to ascend. Sometimes you could descend to go through doorways if they're going through a doorway. It just depends. But mainly you want to do this to make it harder to hit you. And then bam. Like, going over their head, they're not going to be, like, looking straight in the air to be shooting at you. Especially most of the time you're doing this. One, you displace them anyways. Like, you just went in like that, and then pop that, and then they're displaced, and you just track the ult, and boom. Just because of the inner cooldown of his abilities, it's just hard to understand. People aren't accurate enough to hit this, but if you could hit that full, it does 100 damage. That's the way to do the most burst damage. But if you could just do this and displace people a lot. So that's usually more consistent, but he's just so hard, bro, that he will never be D tier or C tier unless they nerf, like, all of his damage. But the entire point of the character is to be a DPS tank. So Venom's also DPS dive tank, but he's way better. I think he's so good now that I think he's definitely not as good as Strange or Magneto, but he's definitely S tier, dude. He's already like an A tier character, and then they just buffed his E, so his survivability, it's instead of a 1 times of, like, whatever your health missing, you get, it's like whatever it was like, instead of getting, like, 30% of your HP, you get 50% of your HP now. If you're at, like, no HP, you're, like, I've gone to, like, being near, like, full HP bar of blue health, depending on how low I was. I was like, bro, this is crazy. It's not as crazy as it was. I was getting, like, 1.5 times the foreign beta. But it's definitely a lot better now. You could be a lot more wily with Venom play. Also, his ult does 10 extra base damage, so it's a lot easier to kill a really low health target like this. That used to not kill, I think, but now because of the 10 extra base, like now it does 50 base damage and then half of their current health. So if they only have like 75 current health, you'll do half of that and then 50 damage base. So obviously half of 75 will put them in the 50 HP threshold, and then you insta kill them. And if they're full HP, like a Hulk, even if he's at ult form he has 1200 HP, you'll just kill him. You'll have, he's under half HP. You'll always have under half HP if you hit a full HP target. And the bigger health targets you hit, the more shielding you get as well. So he's just annoyingly survivable, and also he's the only tank in the game who can hit headshots, so he can do more damage than what he's intended to do. So I think he's always going to stay in S tier for now. And then we'll put Groot. I think Groot's like top of A tier. I think he is Groot. Moon Knight is still broken. Groot Namor and any AoE ult is still broken. Groot Scarlet Witch is broken. Anything like that is just going to be super strong. Any AoE damage in general with him strong. And anyone who could follow up his walls is really good. Teamwork them is really good. He can just do a ton of damage by himself. His left clicks are really easy to hit. If you utilize his walls right, you can literally get so much freaking... And because of how his walls work, you actually can... You don't mean to the left click in there, but you can mix in left clicks. You get animation cancel with him too. That final melee is kind of hard to get out, but you can like do those. The first two melees come out fast. It's like this, and you kill. If you utilize that right, you're killing all the time. And look how much shielding I get. I think it's max 1100. Yeah, it's max 1100. But like 1100 HP is insane. So I think, like when you watch that Vinny guy, he's getting like 50k damage, 40k damage, 30k damage, but he gets like so many final hits. Sometimes he might not get like a crazy amount of final hits and sometimes, but my boy Pito, like on my team, like he utilizes walls, right? He knows like, hey, I'm gonna put my walls in this spot or walls in this spot. So he gets the base, because obviously it's just based on all your teammates. Your teammates can also proc your damage walls, and your teammates can proc your heal wall. So like he'll literally constantly live longer than intended. And even though he's not using his big wall to wall them off so we can get an easy kill half the time, I'd rather him survive longer with how he puts his big wall than him constantly wasting it to help us get kills, because you can't really always get kills. So if you don't utilize his big wall right, you just die all the time, and then you feel like Groot's terrible. Like you'll feel like Groot's like C tier. But when you're actually like a good Groot, if you could do more than just left click spam people, you'll literally realize like he's like straight up like bottom S, but majority of the time A tier. Also his ult, obviously, yeah, with his ult, it's just... Okay. His ult grabs people and pulls them all in. Let me do it like right here. You can yank him in and they're just taking damage or whatever. Oh yeah, and as long as like I did the damage, but like right here, so I'm like getting like, it's like activating right here. Let's see, Hulk. I think Hulk is definitely top of A tier by himself as a character. I think he's A tier. With the team up with Strange and Iron Man, I think he's makes it more broken. He's just that character that can just stay in your face and just doesn't die half the time if his healers are playing right, and if he's playing right, and if he utilizes cooldowns, he can literally just keep doing this and then be all over the place and be annoyingly hard to hit, and then boom, he's clapping, staying on you. Hopping, being annoying, boom, he's sticking on you, and then his ult makes him just... Oh, fuck, I messed up. Let me do this. Alright, so you see the Luna Snow, right? Oh, hey, boy. Also, if you're in spawn, by the way, nobody knows this. If you're in spawn, you can instantaneously just swap again, go back to Hulk, and you get your form back. Most people, not every, like a bunch of people know this, but not like maybe like 30% of the player base knows that. Let me see. Let's do Luna Snow. Let's go get my ult back. All right. So you can literally. Oh, I actually did it. I did it. Okay. Let me show you while I'm leaping. Watch. So you could do this, right? All right. You can leap. Oh, shit. Mess it up. Now I want to show you, damn it. But yeah, your claps do a million damage. Like literally over half of Squishy's health. Your E in this form is just annoying because you could easily set up your combo. But yeah, you literally do this. Okay. Leap in the air, ult. This. Oh no, I messed it up. How did I mess that up, bro? Oh my god, he's so annoyingly hard to do that with. It's hard to do it sometimes, but it's so broken. So I have to show you, or you want to understand. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay. And that's why I think he's top of A tier. His E also makes them so they're untargetable, so they can't even be healed. So if they're in a Luna ult, you might be able to insta kill them after. You can just right click them and then insta kill them. Mr. Fantastic, let's go on to Duelists, but I'm starting with the tanky Duelists. So these guys are like, him and Wolverine are off tanks in a sense, but they're like budget off tanks. Mr. Fantastic's way more tanky to Wolverine, but Wolverine can live forever, be annoying, and he also is a tank killer. Mr. Fantastic's not a tank killer, but he can deal with Brawl really well, but he's also just the best at just running into your healers' faces, the enemy healers' faces, and just destroying them, and also playing with another DPS, and just and giving them shields constantly. I think Mr. Fantastic's like A tier. I think he's better than Penny. I think he's better than Rocket Raccoon as a base character. Don't think he's better than Groot. I think he's like right there. I think he's like in the middle. Let me show you Mr. Fantastic. Did I do everything here? Yeah, I did. Okay. Wait. Oh, Captain America. Hold on. I knew I was missing one. I think Captain America is not as good as Groot and Hulk, but I think he's so strong, bro. He's kind of like, okay, he's in the same sense of Mr. Fantastic and all that, where he's just gonna sit in your healer's faces and be this unkillable, annoying ass dude who is really good at finishing kills for your team. And he's just unkillable, annoying. He could do like a 300 health damage combo. His ult is just a support ult, so he's getting everyone shielding. So he just stays right here, and you just stay with him the whole time. As long as you're playing around him, and as long as you touch that line, you get insane shielding. And he's pretty much unkillable. Like no one's killing this character when he has ult active. You can just this. You can kill everyone. What you want to do with this character is this. It's gonna go 1, 2. Obviously, you have to hit that. But yeah, you see how much damage I just did right there? You also have to be really good at aiming. If you can't aim, that left click shield doesn't just auto track. So it's 1, 2, and you can just kill a bunch of people. Also, people don't know this. Let me go to my thing here. Alright, so I pop ulti. If you run at people while shielding, you can knock them back. So you have displacement. So you can literally just take a healer hostage. And then just start killing them. But yeah. Let's go on to Mr. Fantastic. I'm going to show you his kit real quick, because this one is a character that I really want to explain. People don't understand Mr. Fantastic at all. See, he has 350 HP. He's him and Wolverine are now the tankiest DPS in the entire game. Obviously, you go, oh, it's only 58 more HP. I mean, I can still destroy him as hella if I hit every headshot. It just takes maybe one extra headshot or something. That's not the point. The point is every time he gets 75 HP, and you can only give it to another teammate. And if you do it again, they get another 75. It stacks up to 150. It maxes at 150. And then every time you do that, you get 25 of your bar. And every time you do your right click, you get 25 of the bar. You get into your big form, and now look at that. You get, I think it's like 900 HP maximum, unless you get more shooting from someone else. If you have like a Mantis ult with them, which is really good with them, she gives him the extra damage he might need to kill people easier, and then she gives him shielding in her ult, so then it's literally just over GG's, and he just runs at you like the Mach 1 speed. Also, he's a ranged damage dealer. He's not a pure melee character. I thought his normal left click goes through shield, but I think it's only when he goes into big form. Once you're in like this, you can just go like this and just start meleeing people to death, and killing a strange through shield. And he can do AoE damage, you do this, and every time where your punches are going, it can like... Usually I tell you to hit a target first, because if you don't, it won't register that it did damage. Sometimes it even still doesn't do damage. Once they fix that bug, he's broken. Because right now, if you just do this and spin, you'll hear hit marker sounds, but nothing happens after God to somebody. And you do damage like this guy, but then these other two might not take damage. It's weird, but once they fix that, he's OP. And then also, this ult, people don't understand, is scaling damage. The initial hit isn't the damage it does all the time. It scales from like 50 to 100 damage. He starts at 50, then goes 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So the point is that it's slowing, and it's a stacking slow. It goes up to like 60% slow in the target, and then he also has this, so it just makes him easier to chase you down. Then he has this, it gives him 300 HP. No matter what his HP bar was at, you're not doing any HP damage to him. Pretty much, yeah. And then he just like plays the healers. He could really like, if your healer can jump, oh, I got you. No. Let's move on to Wolverine. S tier. He has the top 3 highest win rates in the game. I think Wolverine is like 2nd best character in the entire game right now. He's the only character that's a true tank shredder in the entire game. He just does max health damage on every single thing he does. This is very annoying. This thing can abduct people, so you can literally do that. Wait. So you can literally just right click and do this and abduct people with you. And then when you do that, you get increased attack speed. You can melt people. If you do your ult, it does like 80% of anyone's health bar. Let me do Suguru, the tankiest person in the game. He has the highest health bar in the entire game. Alright, let's show you this. Ult. Over half his health bar. If you do that to a squishy, they're dead. And obviously, you would be doing that, and then you would just you could do your abduct and then ult. So you could abduct, ult, this, and then you have an attack speed, and you murder him. And you can abduct like an entire group of people, or slam them into a group of people. Then it stuns as well for a second, and then you can just melt them. You have Iron Fist, who is also like a tanky character. I think he's like B tier. I think he's like at the bottom B tier. He's just so hard to use. His parry makes him immune to all damage. Then he gets an increased attack speed. Look how much damage I do to tanks. If you play him with Luna, Luna can give him a mark so he could be more annoying, and he could just spam heal tanks. She gets a AoE ult. Or AoE knockback that heals as well, so it helps her, and you don't have to worry about protecting her as much. And then let me show you like what you're truly going after, which is like probably Luna Snow. So you like parry, and then you just parry the CC, and then just insta kill her. If you do this right, you should be able to like parry this, and then execute this. I think people just aren't utilizing him right, and the more people I keep playing against that know how to use him, and I'm mainly healer now. I actually hate playing against them. And now you watch. You probably ult one, your right clicks on a 2-second cooldown on this, and you insta kill everybody. All healers is die insta to this. Like, let me do this to. This is annoyingly fast. Like, pretty much that entirety, that duration, he's probably not dying. He could be immune to even Iron Man ults. You could be doing this. You could literally go into Iron Man's face and do this and block his entire ult if you want. You could do this and go into a Scarlet Witch's face and like, or you could just do this to stop a Scarlet Witch from killing you, then kill her after. He has his own heal. He gets over health from it. He has double jumps. So you get to do multiple jumps in the air. You can run across walls like all the other wall run characters. This allows him to just get extra like distance on you, get away from fights easier. You can do the heal in the air. Yeah, I think Black Widow is definitely okay on Black Widow map. She's B tier. On anything that's not a Black Widow map, she's just C tier. I don't think she's D anymore, but I think she's definitely C tier. Because it still depends on the player, and I think majority of players I've seen that are actually broken a Widow are like up here, like right around here. But on the maps that she's good on the map she's bad on, then there's still one tricking her, she's like B, and then like on the map she's terrible on, which is a lot, like she's just kind of non-existent. I mean, they made her so she doesn't get that, she has like, doesn't take as long to get her sprint meter back, and her ult comes off faster and everything like that. But yeah, she's like whatever. I think Hawkeye is C tier. I think dive meta and brawl meta just destroys him. You just run at him now. Like Thor Cap just run at him. Venom Thor or Venom Cap to run at him. Venom Magneto just run at him. Mr. Fantastic can just destroy him 1v1. Wolverines just run at him. Like like even as healers, I don't ever feel really in danger against him anymore. Like I straight up just 1v1 a freaking Hawkeye as a healer now, man. Because the whole point is like I was scared of him because he could snipe you from like 60 meters away and destroy you. Now he has to get 40 meters, which is a good distance that most characters are gonna kill you from. Like a Hela, the other characters that would beat him are probably gonna beat you now at like 40 meters. And then most of the time, you're probably not gonna be 40 meters. You're probably like 30 meters. And if you're within 30 meters, a Storm, Hela, even like a Moon Knight who gets a good onk, a Punisher, like they're all killing you. Good Buckies destroy Hawkeyes now. I'd rather have a Bucky. Like, why not? You're so good right now. I don't understand. So, I guess in a sense I just did 3 snipers in a row, but like, Hela is like the more aggro, snipey character, and her damage fall off got nerfed a lot, and her overall damage got nerfed, and she has 250 health instead of 275. But I think she's like bottom of S tier. I think she's still annoying, strong, does a shit ton of damage. Her headshots just do too much damage. She just can 2-tap headshot you, but now she takes 1 extra body shot because her overall damage got nerfed. She has a little 5% less overall damage. Obviously her ult will do less damage, everything will do less damage, but she still just does so much damage. Her ult is still an insanely high health bar, makes her immune to CC and damage when she uses it on use. Yeah, just stupid character. Magic is I think Magic is top of A tier. Why? I think she's broken, has one of the highest win rates. I just think that most people are terrible at her. She is with most of the melee characters except for Wolverine, who's brain dead easy and literally like a frog could play him. But I think that Magic is so combo oriented that it's like near impossible. Let me go over here. That it's near impossible to actually play her. That let's see. So literally it's, let me just kill him real quick. See that right there. So you want to mix in, let me do it to a squishy. So you want to like right click in, E dash, this, and then kill the target. That's how you have to do it. If you don't mix in those auto attacks, watch how long that takes. I think it might kill it at the same time. So let's do to Mr. Fantastic. The more shielding they have, the more you notice it. This. Right? Even with the thing mixed in. But and now it's to kill Mr. Fantastic. You dash towards him. Oh. No. Okay. That's where it's hard. Or like, let's say like this. You dash towards him. Oops. You have to left click first. That's the only thing. You have to left click first and then with the spin, and then your spin carries over. So let me do this. This is why I learned. So you do this, and then you can spin and cancel it with the E. Did they break that? Did they fix that? There you go. It takes a bit of time, I guess. See, that's right. This is why I'm saying nobody can play her, bro. But then the ones that actually are lord on her and insane on her are like destroying every lobby. So obviously you would just start to spin and then do that, and it would literally just like defry. It 2 hits every 275 health character and down. I think even 2 hits 300. But he's at 350 and he only had like 40 HP left. So obviously you're going for healers. So you do. Why is it not working? Okay, I'm terrible at her. But obviously it's literally just spin. It's spin and then E, and you would kill everybody. It makes in auto attacks and melee, or the quick melees. Moon Knight is S tier, broken, annoying, better than Hela, I think, overall as a character. I think Hela is still annoying, but in the right hands, hitting constant headshots, annoying. But because of the nerf, it's now you have to be a better at Hela. Like, there's not literally everybody and their mom could play Hela. in the beta, it was literally everybody and their grandma could play Hela. Then on release, it was everybody and their mom could play Hela. Now it's everybody and their brother can play Hela. Let's see. I don't think he's better than like Venom and all these really branded easy like strong characters. I think he's branded easy, but I don't think he could beat like he can't beat Flyers. He does loses the dive, but he has no damage fall off, and he does his onk right. You can destroy people. If you onk a Wolverine who's abducting your teammate, you can just because it yanks him. It, in a sense, yanks him, and like in a sense, it kind of like hard CCs him, and will stop the Wolverine CC. You might be able to like stop a Bucky pulling someone. It's just hard. You gotta be quick about it. And if you just like right click headshot a Luna, look at how much damage that is.
The power of the moon.
Headshots do so much damage, and people are just like once they get better at them, it's better than just only hitting the onk. The onk is more consistent because you get to do that, but it just takes longer than if you were even body shots. It just takes longer. See, I left him with way less health. You can even like do that and just this auto attack him to that.
That's amazing.
And you can fight more close. A lot of people don't utilize this, right? Also, he has a knockback if you just need to boop him out. So you can just do this, boop him back, and then jump backwards. Kind of like Invisible, but he doesn't go invis. Also, he still has this thing where you can go up in the air higher if you just do that. A lot of Moon Knights do this, and then they just pop an ult, so they could utilize the ult properly. Because the thing about his ult is, one, it's like 3 times the size now, by the way. It has more claw things that drop, so and they have all bigger radiuses. I've died, like right here, and then where this is hitting, I've been hit right here. Like, I'm on the outside the circle, dying.
You never rest.
By the way. Like, if I had 50 HP and I got out, I was like, yes, I survived! And right on the edge of it, I died. Like, I was right on the edge. And also he's a Cloak team up. Cloak's like the best healer in the game, so. And then Groot's like one of the best tanks in the game, if used right. And Groot Midnight just is still broken. Like you just insta kill a whole team through healer ults. Namor, I think Namor is one of the best characters in the game. Even as a base character, he just counters dive, and dive is like one of the best comps in the entire game right now. And triple healer's broken, and if at the middle of it, it does 500 damage. And his slow turret got buffed, meaning it's just does more damage. In general, does more base damage and does more damage if you right click someone. I don't even need to show that. I'll just show the ult. If you have a Luna, if you break the Luna, even if she has the Luna shield, you just do one auto attack and then do your center to circle and then just do this. So if they Luna ult after they got Groot ulted, obviously the Groot ult's ticking damage and you just do this. If you can't get a good grasp because you're too far, you can just do this. And if it doesn't kill them, they're stunned. It's like a 2-second stun. So somehow if you didn't kill because they're on the edge, the stun needs to pop up like that. His headshots also, he 2-shot headshots. It's like 1, 2, and then with his kit, he can literally just throw 2 turrets, right click. And obviously more damage if you have a slow turn. The slow buff the slow's buff went from, or the slow went from 20% to 30% because of the buff. And the slow does 5 more damage on right click because it's 3 base and 2 extra on the berserk. Yeah, this character is broken, stupid. Everybody can play him, pretty annoying. Everybody that plays a dive comp or a brawl comp just bans him because they just don't want to deal with it. Slow turret has like astronomically too much health. Don't like it. Please nerf that character. Nerf the HP of the slow turret at least. My god. Only a couple characters can actually kill it fast. Black Panther is definitely A tier, and I think he's right behind Magic. I think he's right behind Hulk. In the right hands, broken S tier, annoying as hell. If you don't have a Namor, he actually is just unkillable damn near, and he's just annoying. Or Mr. Fantastic, he's just like, if you don't have those, or Scarlet Witch. Black Panther, okay, if you don't have Hela, Namor, Psylocke, or Scarlet Witch, you actually can't kill a Black Panther if they're actually really good. Or maybe have Iron Fist because you can track them like with his auto attacks. But like literally he just does this, boom, this, boom, this, boom, this, boom, this, boom, and he's just flying through your whole team. He's the most annoying character in the entire game. And he does AoE damage. You walk through a tiny room, he's literally just this, and just melts your whole team. Like this hallway right here. He's like boom, hallway of doom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 AoE, boom, boom. And he's just like melting your whole team. I've had a Black Panther who literally got his ult within the first team fight pretty much because we kind of lasted a bit in the hallway, but we just got nuked in the hallway. On the Wakanda map, we died insta. I don't understand. Like, this character's dumb. And he still gets shielding, but he only gets up to 75 shielding instead of 125, I think. So, 75 extra shielding, so. He's definitely, like, counterable now with more characters, but you still need to go the characters that beat Black Panther. Like, melee characters or the, like, Namor characters. Or Penny. Penny also beats him. Psylocke, broken as hell. Counterable by, like, Loki, and other healer ults, but and the bubble now and like Hulk bubbles don't cuck people anymore and things like that. But I think she's not as good as Namor. I think she's okay. She's better than Namor, but Namor slow turret, it might be above her. Base Hela, I think she's better. Base Moon Knight, I think she's better because she even beats, like, destroys Moon Knight. She kills like every squishy in the game. I think she's better than these guys. She's better than Luna. She's better than Invisible Woman. I don't think she's better than Loki because she literally gets hard countered by him. I don't think she's better than Wolverine because Wolverine literally can destroy squishies and murder all your tanks. And she doesn't really do as much to tank, but she can still murder tanks. And she definitely will never kill anybody in a Cloak and Dagger roll. Just one Cloak and Dagger line, they're surviving it. Multiple Cloak and Dagger lines, you're never killing anyone. And they last 20 seconds, so it literally can last longer than like 3 levels of your ult. Like a Loki can copy your ult and do it right after, and the Cloak and Dagger team is still living longer than that. So, but I mean, she's just super easy, and her combo is literally still just left click, right click, dash, left click.
I return to my world once more.
A 250 health character, it's still just left click. Wait, left click, this.
Double kill.
No headshots, just hold on. Oh no, yeah, you have to mix a headshot in there.
Why? That's amazing.
I guess you could say the same, and she gets over shields as well, by the way, so she's helps to be unkillable, and she has the invis.
Out of sight.
But yeah, if you headshot this, you'll kill everybody.
You live, demon.
And her melee is really fast as well. And then her ult is just annoying, auto aims at anything within range. The less people that are in it, the more damage it does because it will just keep hitting that target over and over. It can kill Mantis through her ult. I think even a Luna if she's by herself in her ult. Like if you like left click, right clicked her to get her shielding down and then pop ulti on a Luna ulting and she's like kind of far from her team because you forced her to ult, you can kill her. If your team is shooting the Luna while she's ulting and you're ulting after you did like a left click, right click combo on her, you'll kill her for sure in her ult. Punisher, I think Punisher is like top of A tier now. The accuracy buffs to the shotgun and auto rifle, and then the Z buffs to Rocket Raccoon, and just the buffs to Rocket Raccoon in general, just made him overall just a better character. He's just way more consistent. And because every time you pick a Punisher, a lot of people like want to pick Rocket. He just gets more use, and he can kill way more consistently through a lot of stuff. And Rocket Z was already annoying, and they made it less cooldown, so now it's gonna be up 5 seconds more often. And yeah, that's annoying. And he's just really hard to deal with when it's like a really good Rocket Punisher duo, and the good healers are banned. Girl is B tier. I think she is probably the bottom of B tier now. She's still like insanely hard to hit left clicks on, but her ult is so annoyingly strong. Let me show you why. Watch my ult in this little hall, like hallway. Watch my ult right here. It tracks now. Any like closest range target, it will go automatically towards them. Boom, boom. Watch, boom. But watch, boom, boom, boom. Wait, boom, and it bounces. It would hit him again. But because they buffed it and made it track people, now it does 300 or 300 less health. It used to have 600 health. Now it does 300 health. So yeah. Let's see. Iron Man. Without team up, he's okay. I'm gonna give him a. Obviously, you're probably never using Iron Man without the team up. Most of the time, he's good against melee comps if they're like Black Panther, Magic. But most of the time, you're still not using him even against that. He's bottom of B tier because he still has his uses. He's not as useless as a Black Widow, and Hawkeye has more use in him. I'd put Hawkeye like right here. Like Hawkeye's bottom of B tier. Let me be generous to him. I played with like some good Hawkeyes, and they were dropping like 35 hits in lobbies, but. Like, I played with, like, maybe 30 Hawkeyes, and none of them did good except 2 people. So, and, like, and then, like, he doesn't have a team up, like, he gives Black Widow the team up. And so you would probably have to use these two together now to make the full use of him or something. But Iron Man for sure is like with team up S tier still, like bottom S tier. But I think without the team up, he's definitely almost bottom of B tier. Scarlet Witch is definitely, I think she's straight up bottom of A tier, bro. I don't know. I played enough good Scarlet Witches, like all the good Scarlet Witch one tricks, that one Scarlet Witch Magneto is broken. I don't care. That shit's annoying. Actually, as a healer, it's impossible to deal with. He straight walks right at you and 3-taps you. You actually can't do anything about it. And she can destroy every healer in the game. And she can 1v1 most DPS in the game. I've literally watched good Scarlet Witches destroy like one-trick Hellas who are like god tier at the game. And they will just walk at them and just destroy them. I'm like, dude, this is getting annoying. Her stun bubble is annoying. You throw it on tanks or throw it on the dive that they're trying to dive your healer. And they just get stunned over and over and get killed in the middle of the stun. Her ulti with Mantis or like ulti with Cloak and Dagger or Invisible Woman is broken. Because one, you just get bubbled in your ult anyways. And then if the bubble gets broken, it doesn't matter, you won't die. And then most of the time, they're going to just ban Luna, so you don't have a reliable CC to stop her in her ulti. Magneto's trying to ult your Cloak and Dagger. You pop your Scarlet Witch ult, like, when your Cloak and Dagger's saying she's ulting, and the Magneto can't charge his ult long enough to kill your Cloak and Dagger. I think she does 3 lines and then dies. If she does her 3rd line, your Scarlet Witch ult already popped and kills the Magneto. You can literally like go invis up in the air, and then you're like not too high though. You want to get the Cloak and Dagger ult. Let's do it like a little bit to like not take enough damage real quick, and then just surprise the person, and then pop your freaking ulti, and then just annoying. You throw your stun on their backline real quick, so they might not be able to follow up with damage, and then you just pop ult instantly. Or you can even throw it on the Magneto to stall him for a second, and then pop ult, and then he might not be able to pop the ult to stop the Cloak and Dagger ult. And usually, if your Cloak and Dagger, you and your Cloak and Dagger, you and your Visible Man should be able to get your ults around the same amount of time. She gets her ult charged really quick. The more I learned her, the more I want to just play Smurf and play her, dude. I swear to God, her and Magneto, if you have a duo like that, they're just really good. He's just stomping everybody. Spider-Man, I think, is bottom of B tier. I think he's in the right hands, like with Venom, and he's like a broken Spider-Man player. He's like top of A tier, but in most people's hand, he's literally just feeding and doing nothing. So I think he's just too hard. He's just the hardest character in the game. He's not a bad character, but the amount of intense skill it requires at all times and hyper focus, it just doesn't make up for how broken easy these characters are. Like, these characters don't do anything close to how much intense focus you need, and are doing like astronomically more with their kit. Like, your ult on Spider-Man can like destroy healers, but you can do the same with Wolverine, and it stuns, and it can insta kill tanks as well, not just healers. Star-Lord, I think, is... Let me get on a different character. I'm just listening to that thing all the time. Let's see. Alright, so Star-Lord...
from Earth, but every planet's under my protection now.
Oh my god. Okay. Star-Lord is... man. I think he's like top of A tier ahead of Punisher. I don't think he's S tier anymore. I think he's really solid. He used to just stomp lobbies. He used to just be Adam, Mantis, Star-Lord, or even if they ban Mantis, they just play Adam and Star-Lord, and it was annoyingly strong. You could just play Adam, Luna, Adam, Cloak and Dagger, and it's still annoying. But like Star-Lord was just stomping lobbies. Like, I always perma, like, if they were a Star-Lord one trick, I would ban it. I don't give a fuck if you're a Star-Lord one trick anymore. Like, I can just deal with it. I can deal with those healers. I see a Star-Lord player, and I literally just yank you in as an Invisible Woman. I can literally just out-heal you your damage with, like, Cloak and Dagger. And then there's so many heal ults now because of Invisible Woman that majority of the time, like, Loki immunes counter it fully. And then Loki can just copy the Cloak and Dagger roll. It says 40 seconds of your start roll being useless. So there's like so much time you just can't use it, and they'll just probably kill your entire team by the time you do anything, like you pop it or something. Yeah, it's just so much harder to pull him off, but he's still really good, and he counters like Storm and a lot of really good characters right now. And yeah, he thinks he's still really strong though. I just think he's not as like oppressive and annoying as he was before. Everyone's kind of figured out how to beat him. There's more characters in the game now. Storm, I think, is broken as hell. I think she's like one of the best characters in the game. I think she's top 3 best characters in the entire game. I think it's Wolverine, Storm, and Cloak and Dagger. I think Cloak and Dagger is the best. Storm pretty much forces you to have 2 healer ults. If you want to use Raccoon, you have to do triple healer, because there's no way you could play against Storm without 2 healer ults. If they ban like Cloak and Dagger, which is like one of her biggest counters, like because Cloak and Dagger ult just lasts too long, you would ban like even Invisible Woman. Like Invisible Woman, Luna is still strong. Like Luna, Loki can just copy your Luna. Like but you have to do it just at the right time. But like you can literally like just always like tell your Luna to stay within certain distance for you to have a good ult, like the ult right, and then you literally could just destroy. I don't know. It's annoying. She's just so annoying. And it kills the Loki immunes like while ulting. So maybe it wastes like 1 or 2 ticks of your ult, but you're just gonna kill the Loki anyways. The Loki might be good enough where it's like he can just teleport away or tank it for the 2 hits and then pop ult and then like pop immune, copy the Luna, get hit, wait, then pop ult. And so he could waste like half your kit and then have a longer ult because you didn't have to like insta pop ult. But that's like the only way. It's just I don't know. And then her left clicks. I'm glad her left click got buffed. I'm glad her ult got buffed for the thing where like the shielding lasts longer. I don't think it needed 100 extra shielding because like the only other way to counter it other than heal ults is to burn it. And because she got 100 extra shielding, it just I think it's too much on top of it like lingering afterwards. And I don't think her right click needed a buff. I think it was just her left click. I think it was just her left click, and then her ult just needed that lingering thing. I don't know why they needed to buff her team up, her right click, and how much shielding her ult has. I don't think they need all that. I think Bucky's like bottom S tier. I think he's so strong now. He has 275 extra HP or 275 HP. He has more shielding on his abilities. He gets up to 425 HP, bro. If he literally has this, it's over. I think every ability gives you this. Yeah. Like he's just destroying you, bro. It's so annoying. I think even his that ult gives you shielding. Yeah. Again. And then that's why he just feels like he never dies. And if you're really, I try to be good at him. I want to be good at him because I love hook characters, but I'm just terrible at them. This is a character I have to put time in. But oh, also when you see that, that means if you ult, they die. It's an execute. Your ult is an execute, by the way. It's not that it does base damage and then the base damage is gonna kill them. It literally executes. If you do this and you see them at the health bar, insta kills. It's a debuff that executes. Whether it's executing before and then you just see that 1 bar, or you ult instantly and then get them to that HP bar. That's why you do that and then headshot and they insta die. So even if that headshot didn't kill, it's executing them. It's so stupid, bro. It's so it literally they pop healer ult and you're just hitting headshots. You could actually insta kill them through the healer ult. And then you could literally do this, and then knock him backwards into your team, by the way. And yeah. Really dumb. Oh, they buffed his left click as well. He does like 5 more damage on his left click and like 5 less damage on the AoE of his left click. Because the F left click does an explosion like right here. People like hugging this distance because you could hook multiple people and then do this. Or you could dash into multiple people and then do this. And you'll do AoE damage to all of them. So yeah. Bucky in the right hands, annoyingly broken. And with the Rocket Z that just got buffed, annoyingly broken. These two are not out yet, but I don't know. Looking at their kit, I could say like, I'll just do this and then put them down. But yeah, I think it's like that or something. But they're not in the game yet, so. But yeah, that's a tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And please like the video if you somehow watched all the way to the end. And subscribe to the channel. And peace.